G'day from the Bureau with your national weather forecast around the country for Friday, the 24th of April. And that dominant high pressure system has continued to bring in warm, dry and sunny weather to much of central and southeastern Australia, while onshore flow is kind of bringing showers to much of the New South Wales and almost all of the Queensland coast. But most of those showers in Queensland will be fairly coastal, although in New South Wales you can see they'll spread a little bit further inland, and that's similar for southeast Queensland as well. Dry, warm and sunny for Tasmania, Victoria, inland New South Wales, inland Queensland, South Australia, Northern Territory and much of Western Australia as well, as the next high pressure system starts moving into WA. So generally a pretty dry day for much of the country, just apart from those showers on the east coast. Let's have a look at all of that in more detail. Firstly, in Queensland, you can see those onshore showers, particularly in southeast Queensland, and also running parallel to much of the rest of Queensland, probably more widespread on the North Tropical Coast and also far southeast Queensland as well. Temperatures in the mid to high 20s for much of the coastal areas of Queensland, getting into the high 20s to low 30s for inland parts of Queensland, staying warm, dry and sunny there. Southeast Queensland, those coastal showers may send a little bit further inland, but unlikely to get to very far past the ranges. Brisbane looking at showers and 26 degrees. Jumping down into New South Wales, and for inland areas we're going to see another very warm, dry and sunny day. The only wet weather being pretty much Newcastle north, even maybe getting down to around Sydney and Wollongong could see an isolated shower, but they will be more widespread through the Hunter, mid-north and up into the northern rivers, extending inland towards the ranges as well, thanks to that onshore flow. While further inland, as I mentioned, and further south, we'll see dry conditions under that high pressure system. Sydney looking at a couple of showers and 24 degrees. Canberra looking at 22 and partly cloudy skies there after a chilly start, getting down to around 2. Victoria looking at another dry and sunny day for much of the state. That's continuing the trend that we've seen over the last few days. Once again, temperatures in the mid to high 20s, almost statewide. A little bit cooler though up in northeastern parts of the state and right near the coast, but otherwise another warm, dry and sunny one for much of the state. 25 degrees and partly cloudy conditions in Melbourne. Down into Tasmania, a similar story there thanks to the high pressure system, and warming up as well, getting to the mid to almost high 20s for some parts of southeastern Tasmania and even across eastern areas as well, looking quite warm. A little bit cooler though across the north coast thanks to those onshore winds due to those northerly winds, but also mild as well for our west coast as well with partly cloudy conditions. Hobart looking at a warm 26 degrees and partly cloudy. Moving up into South Australia, continuing that trend of warm, dry and sunny weather thanks to that slow-moving high pressure system. Temperatures in the high 20s to near 30 degrees for much of the state with widespread sunshine for many as well. Adelaide looking at a dry and partly cloudy day and 27 degrees. Moving over into WA, and while we might have a few showers with this trough system in far eastern parts of the state, and also a couple of showers down there in the far southwest coast, otherwise we're going to see another fairly dry, warm and partly cloudy day for many. Just a couple of isolated showers or storms there with a weak trough there through the goldfields, but generally most are going to have a warm and sunny day. Low to mid 30s up in northern parts of the state, low 20s for much of southwestern parts of WA. Perth looking at partly cloudy conditions and 21 degrees. And then up into our tropical north, or dry season just starting to kick in for many areas. So you can see it's pretty dry here from Cape York across the Gulf, across the top end and even into the Kimberley as well. Although those easterly winds may bring a few showers here along eastern parts of the top end, but southern and central parts of the NT and also much of the Kimberley and Cape York looking at a dry, warm and sunny one. Darwin looking at 34 degrees and partly cloudy skies. And with not much weather going on around the country, but with the Anzac Day coming up on Saturday, you can get the latest forecast and warnings for your area, and for interested for the dawn services by our website and app. And I'll be here again tomorrow for your weekend forecast.